Okay, so we are doing another pick a pile. So the focus is going to be what is blocking you from finding new love? What are the blockages that are preventing you from finding new love? So, two piles, pile number one, pile number two. Take a moment, focus, meditate, and pick your pile. All right. So, pile number one, for you, I have Six of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Three of Swords, and Three of Cups. So, right off the bat, I can tell that what's preventing you from finding new love, the obstacle is the fact that you need to do some healing. I feel like in your past situation or your past relationship, there was a lack of balance, giving too much, not receiving enough. There's a lack of balance in the connection, and also I feel like there was. It feels like you were kind of like holding back, like you didn't feel like you could fully be your true self, like you couldn't really speak your mind, you couldn't be your true authentic self. And unfortunately, you definitely experienced a lot of heartbreak in your last situation, and it was, I'm assuming it was due to third party situation. Maybe you were cheated on or betrayed, but regardless of that situation, is definitely feels like there's some healing that needs to be done. You might not be ready to find new love, which is probably why you have not been able to. So the obstacle is that you need to work on this, on not giving too much, not investing too much. It has to be balanced. You have to be able to be with someone who can give you or invest the same amount of energy into the situation that you are investing. And it's very important to speak your mind, to be honest, and to be authentic, and to also deal with someone who's going to be honest, who's going to be authentic, to avoid these type of things. So I feel like the reason why the opportunity has not presented itself is because you're still not ready. There's still some healing that needs to occur from the situation. There's still a lesson that needs to be learned, so these things don't necessarily happen again. So you're not giving too much to a situation. And also, it's very important to be your true self in a relationship. I also pulled out some oracle cards here. The first card that you got, it says your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change. So there's definitely a need to change this. You know, sometimes when we are in this energy where we're so used to giving, there's a deeper underlying issue. Sometimes we're taught that we're like love is kind of like earned, whether it's like through action or by doing this or by doing that. So there might be a little bit of more like you might have to dig a little bit deeper to figure out where this is coming from. Like, why do I feel like I have to do this, or I give so much of myself to a person, and when maybe they don't even deserve it, right? So there's a need for change before you can welcome new love. The next one here says, and where does the power come from? It comes from within. Again, I feel like this right here, it's just confirming this. There's a need for you to be your true self, to be authentic while you are, navigating new love. It's very hard to either always pretend to be nice and sweet, or no, you have to be your true self at all times. And there's power within that, right? There's power and strength when you can show up as who you are, and that power comes from within you. So I do feel like there's also a little bit of work that needs to be done, which is, why isn't it you feel, sometimes we feel like if we don't if sometimes maybe you have issues, maybe your throat chakra's a little blocked, because I feel like I'm having issues expressing myself here. Sometimes we feel that if we show up as our true self, we're not going to be accepted. So we try to be extremely accommodating to other people to the point that it's like detrimental to us. So I suggest to to look a little bit deeper into that, because there's a little bit of healing that needs to be done before Spirit sends you new love. All right, take care, pile one. Pile number 2. The cards I have for you are Nine of Cups, Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and Judgment. Pile number 2, I see that the reason why you have not found love, it's because you've been busy. I feel like you are very comfortable being by yourself. At the same time, I feel like you're not in a rush. You're very much focused on like business, career, and just like really pouring into yourself and really sort of like feeding that, with this Nine of Pentacles, that very independent woman or independent person energy. And also, I feel like, you know, you've learned a lot from past mistakes when it comes to relationship. And I feel like you've been just focusing on pouring into yourself. So I feel like the reason maybe why you have not found love, there's really no obstacle. I think it's just a matter of timing and the opportunity really presenting itself, and you also making space for that opportunity to come through. Because with this Two of Wands, she looks really, she looks booked and busy, like very like focus on what's coming up ahead, on her career. And then here, like this lady too, right, in this Nine of Pentacles energy, really focus on her hobbies and the things that interest her. So I feel like if you want new love, the obstacle is really just the fact, it's just you making space for it. That's really it. There's really no you know, making space for it. And even though you feel comfortable being by yourself, maybe getting out of that comfort zone to allow that to come your way. I did pull out some romance oracle cards as well. The first one here says you will meet your soulmate when the time is right. So it could also be just a matter of timing, you know. It's like the person's gonna come when the time is right. But I also believe that you have to put the intention out there as well, and make space for it. It's not like you're going to be desperately looking for someone, but to be open to, if you meet someone, you know, being open to the idea, if that's what you want. And then the next one here says, this card is really dark. It says you are connected spiritually to those you love. I feel like this card here is just talking. When I saw this card right here, it made me think of maybe any ancestors that you might be connected to, or any loved ones that might have passed away. I think this is just letting you know that they're still with you, watching over you, that they're very much connected to you, and that the source of that connection is the love that you guys shared, especially with loved ones that might have passed. So pile number 2, this is all I have for you. Good luck. Bye.